Hey everybody, welcome back to DeHaven Family Farm. Thank you for joining me for today's video. The big reveal, everybody's been waiting. What tractor did I buy? And that is what we're gonna go over in today's video. We'll take a quick walk around what I purchased, just talk about a couple of the quick features, and also why I chose this particular brand. So stay tuned, let's get started. Guys, it is a Kubota M4 M4071, as you saw there. It is of course under the 75 horsepower range, so it does have a diesel particulate filter but does not take the exhaust fluid. That was one of the big pluses for me in staying with the horsepower range that I did. There are different versions of this tractor. There's an M4D, which is a deluxe version. I can't tell you exactly what the differences are between an M4 regular and an M4 deluxe. I do know this particular tractor, when it was in the showroom, it did not have the buddy seat in it. I don't remember how many remotes it had on it. It has 2 on it now. I know those were a couple of the differences, and there may be a few features inside, but the dealer that I bought this from, my local Kubota dealer, this is the standard M4 that they stock. I don't think they said they really sell the deluxe version. There's just a price difference between the two, and they just find that they sell more of the standard M4. So that's what I got. Of course, has a LA 1154 loader on the front. The bucket that's on here is not the standard bucket that I believe comes with it. This is an 84-inch wide bucket. It had a 72, I think, on it, but this is a light material bucket, 84-inch, and I wanted that because the way the tires are set on the tractor, I don't like it when the front bucket is narrower than the tires. You can see that it's not there. Speaking of the tires, part of the holdup with getting this tractor was that this originally had the narrower tires on it, and while these are not as wide as what I would like to have, these are the upgraded tires on here. They're a little bit wider than what the standard tire is. These are a Goodyear. Front there is a 320/70/24. And the rear tire here, I'll show you, is the 420/75/34. So those are the upgraded tires that are available. The rear tires are loaded on this tractor. That was one thing I wanted to have done. So anyway, the tires were kind of part of the holdup why it took a while to get them, because they didn't have them there. This does have, as I said, 2 remotes on the back. It's a Cat 2 hitch. Okay, so we'll just hop in the cab here real quick and I'll just show you around. As I said, I did have them add the buddy seat. It was sort of prepped for one. It just wasn't in here, so this guy pops up in the air, and then my kids and things can ride in here with me safely with the seat belt. So that was something I had them add. I don't remember if the radio was in as standard equipment, but it has a radio in it. So of course, heating and air conditioning and all that stuff. Sorry if I'm shaking you around here. So here's the side console. You know, with your PTO, you could have up to 3 hydraulic, you know, the rear remotes. I, of course, have the 2. Park brake up here, which I thought at first was a little weird, but it's actually kind of nice. A lot of times you end up, the park brakes are over here. Usually, and sometimes you end up with crap on the floor, or if you know the buddy seats up and things, sometimes it's hard to get to that area. So it's actually been kind of nice having it over here. The transmission is a 12-speed transmission. It's high and low range. So there's 6, if you can see here, there are 6 gears in each range, which gives you the 12. That's kind of nice, so you're not having to worry about shifting between 3 ranges. It spreads them out a little bit, makes it a little easier that way. There is a D-clutch button here. This is a synchronized transmission. There's no power shifts, but they do give you the D-clutch button here so that you don't have to use the foot clutch while shifting gears. You can just use this button instead. I think a lot of manufacturers are doing that. Electronic throttle here, which is nice. Draft control, 3-point hitch. Not exactly sure what that button does. Of course, your loader and the hydraulic reverser. Again, you don't have to clutch to go between forward and reverse. It seemed a little funky at first, but after using it a little bit, it is really, really handy. It's just such a short throw from forward, neutral, reverse. Some of the older tractors, the case tractors that I run, it's a lot further of a distance to throw it, which sounds silly, but when you're doing loader work, this little guy is nice. They put your wipers here for you, and of course just your regular dash there with all the information you need. There are some additional features that I'm not up on right now. I know there's some different screens you can scroll through for various things. Haven't learned that stuff yet, so I can't tell you much about that. But that's the general overview of the cab. One thing that I do like, the fact that this is a regular visor instead of one of those goofy pull-down ones that is still see-through. And I do like that this has the sunroof. So it's a little dirty. In order to keep it cooler in here, there's that little guy that closes, and Kubota has gone to sort of a curved roof, which is also nice, gives you a little bit more visibility if you're doing a lot of loader work up high. So storage on this side is nice, big old deep pocket here, a little pocket. There's a cup holder on either side. I'll spin you around slow here. Another cup holder here, and of course another little cubby there. Do have some ports down here that you can use. It does have the little removable piece here to bring cords in from implements and still being able to close the window. Your pillar here has some lighting and of course a lot of blank spots. You could add a whole bunch of switches. There's a couple of light options up here. I guess tractor has to be on, but at night you've got that little guy, and then at night you've got this little guy you can turn on, and then you have a regular light up there as well. Behind the seat's a little disappointing. There's not a whole lot of room back here for tools and things. I do have a fire extinguisher I want to put in here, but of course your foot throttle down there, vents everywhere. So I guess that's pretty much it as far as the cab and stuff goes here. Just a quick overview. The tractor only has 3 hours on it. It hasn't been here very long. I've barely used it. So obviously I'm not doing a review at this time. I will probably do a couple review videos. The first one, maybe after about 25 hours of use, just sort of my first thoughts. And then of course, after it's been here a little while, I'll do a more in-depth review. Hay season is coming up. I do have a little bit of tillage to do and things like that. So I will be giving a more in-depth review over the summer. So briefly talking about why I chose this tractor. I looked at John Deere. John Deere guys, I'm sorry, the prices were just too high for me. We do have a local John Deere dealer, and when I say local, I mean 35-40 minutes away, are the closest dealers of any manufacturer to me. So we do have a John Deere dealer that I've dealt with for other parts. They're a very good dealership. The service department is very good over there. So I did look at Deere because dealer support is very important to me, more important than color at this point, but the prices were just too high. So another tractor I looked at was Massey Ferguson. Very, very nice tractors. I believe the price was a little bit more than this one, but I think it had more features on it. So the price was justified. The problem is the distance to the dealership. That is why I did not go with a Massey at this time, just getting out of the nonsense that I was in with the other manufacturer, the other dealership. I did not want to go with a dealer that was too far away. My arm's getting tired here, sorry guys. So that's why I didn't go with the Massey. I would be very excited to try one in the future. They seem like a very solid tractor, a little heavier than Kubota, a couple other features that I did like. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I know Kubota has a reliable product. I know I have good product support, dealer support for this tractor. So that in the end is why I chose it. So you're going to be seeing this tractor in quite a few videos coming up, so stay tuned for those. If you have any questions about the tractor, please leave it in the comment section down below. I will answer them as best I can. Again, haven't had the thing very long, but I will do my best. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please hit the subscribe button, the little bell icon, and thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the next video.